Did you know that they used to put missing kids on milk cartons in the 80s? Yeah, missing kids on milk cartons. That's no way to start your day when you're 7 years old. Just staring at a missing kid on a milk carton every morning. Sugar and paranoia to start your day.
The Snowed In Comedy Tour is bringing laughs and fun to Winnipeg. The Canadian tour visits 70 cities from coast to coast to coast and has been around now for about 16 years. Comedian Dan Quinn, which you just saw, is part of the show, and he joins us now. Good morning, Dan.
Morning.
Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, this is the Snowed In Comedy Tour. It's 16 years old. That's lots of longevity. Tell us why it is such a successful tour.
Yeah, because we do a brand new show every year, so people can come back year after year without kind of seeing like, you know, oh, we already saw those jokes, that sort of thing. So I think people can come back, and then, you know, they bring people, so it's grown every year. Like, we're one of the few shows that, like, there's more people the next year than there was the previous year, and then because, you know, everybody works so hard on a new set, and there's 4 of us on the show, there's variety, and people kind of get to know us a bit too, and you know, really become part of it, I guess, in a way.
And usually you have to go to a comedy show to enjoy it. This, yeah. You're like going into communities. You're going to the smaller communities.
Yeah, we bring the comedy to you. So we play everywhere. We were in Portage la Prairie last night, and yeah, there's not that many big cities in Canada to do 70 shows. So if you want to do 70, you got to go to some smaller places. And yeah, it's fun. Like, you know, one night we'll be playing like 1,400 people in Victoria, and then the next night we could be playing like 120 people.
Wow.
And it just, you know, 5-6 nights a week, every night we're doing a show and off to the next city and keep going. And yeah.
For comedians, it's tough to find venues that they could be a part of. So having a tour like this is huge for some comedians, isn't it?
Yeah, for the guys in the show, it's, you know, it's been a game changer. And guys and girls, you know, Erica Sigurdsson's on the show as well. You know, to be able to have that many shows and that much work and to play to that many people, it's tough in Canada. You know, we don't have that big American market supporting us. We're overall a small country. Mm-hmm. So when we can play to that many people over that, it's a nice little living for everybody, and just to be able to do a show night after night after night is fun.
Right.
You know, that's the big part of it, is you got in this job because it's enjoyable.
Keeps you on your toes. Now,
yeah.
Also, your Winnipeg show is sold out.
Yeah.
So you're getting a lot of success here, and you actually have a personal connection to,
yeah.
to Winnipeg. Tell us a little bit about that.
My wife is from Winnipeg. She's from the Norwood, but the St. Boniface area.
Yeah.
And she graduated high school here, and we met in Vancouver, and we've been together 10 years now, and her family's coming out to the show tomorrow, and
that's fun.
A bunch of aunts and stuff. So there's a lot of pressure on me, you know. You gotta don't want to screw up, and especially in front of Dad, because like, is my daughter's, you know, rent could be paid kind of thing a little bit. So, you know, there's always that, but they're coming out, and it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, so she's flying in tonight.
Oh, nice.
And then we're going to do a little Valentine's dinner and then go to the show, and there'll be about, you know, I guess 20 of my new cousins and family type people at the show. So
a lot of your jokes are about your wife.
There are a lot of them about my wife. She's on me. The latest thing is, like, she's been getting on me to get tested for ADHD, and I say I get offended, defensive. I'm like, why is it my fault? Maybe you're just bad at telling stories, you know?
You're also doing Brandon tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yeah. That's a great show at the WMCA. There's going to be about 750 people there. I think there's only about 20 or 30 seats left in the very back. So that's fun, because it was one of those shows, like, good example for us, where we started maybe 200 people the first year, and this is maybe our 6th year there, and then we had 300, and then 400, and then 500, and last year we had 6, and then this year it'll be almost 8. So it's just people that have come to the show, and it's such a balance on the show. With, like, Pete Zedlacker has won six times, been nominated Canada's Best Comic, and there's voices and impressions, and then I'm more talking about my relationship. Erica talks about her relationship, but from a female perspective, and Paul's this, like, silly guy. So it's like a very, like, the show itself is greater than the sum of each individual part.
That is amazing. Well, congratulations on selling out in Winnipeg, and good luck in Brandon. It might be worth the drive out and check out the show. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Anytime.